why can't you confess that something wrong here? I don't know. I just thought the motor's good, but there's something wrong with it. Something wrong with it. Something wrong with it, baby. No, there's something wrong with the car. Turns up good though, eh? Shut her off, I guess. Yeah, but I have to confess. I want to drive this car this summer. Me and Jolene do, or I want to for sure. What's that now, baby?
Do you want to pop them?
Yeah, we'll pop the hood. Show her what she looks like. I don't know, I gotta go to the front of the hood, I guess. Up, tires up. Forgive me if I don't know, or if I forget. We got some new cars around sometimes. Yeah, so this is what it looks like underneath the hood. I don't think it's original. Well, I know it's not original from what I've been told, who I bought it from. But he made it look so good, I do not want to change that part of it. I see that it looks like it might be leaking fuel, and that's not a good thing when you have something leaking that's running it rich. Not sure if that's what's going on or not, but I think Malcolm would know way before I would. He can do a basic tune-up on it to make it work as good as it possibly can, I guess. Basically, that's what I think it needs, is a basic tune-up. If it needs more than that, well then that'll be up to, I guess, me and him, I guess, when we discuss it. But I think everything looks fine. It runs, you know, it runs okay, but it's just not working the way it should be. There's something wrong with it. But that's what it looks like underneath the hood. And this car is not perfect by no means. This car is not perfect by no means. Like, I can see, I'll show you on the hood here. I can see like little bubbles right there. You know what I mean? Just a couple little bubbles right there. Little bubble right there. But this is the kind of car that I enjoy. There's no... Turn the radio off. We have music playing. I guess they don't like that on YouTube, do they? No, baby?
No.
Anyways, baby's going down. He's tripped on a hubcap. My baby's looking good today. You want me hold the camera? You walk around and talk about it?
No.
This car is not like the paint has paint issues. The fitment isn't perfect. Like on the bottom of the fender down there on the sill. I don't want to talk about that stuff, but the car is not perfect, and I like it that way because I don't have to worry about it. You know, I'm not saying worry about it. Got a few little things there. It does not bother me. Got some painting or I don't know, some stretching going on there or something shrinking. But you know, I really like the car, and I'll wash it off and drive it and have fun with it. It does not matter. But this car is kind of the car I'd like to drive for the summer. I just want it to work a little bit better so when we go places, we have no problems or issues. Isn't that right, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? First thing I'm going to do is run straight ahead and run into that flathead down there. Huh? Can't see it above the windshield, see? Come on in, I'll show you what we have been doing to what's been done to Doug's car. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Got the wiper down. What I did with this car is I sprayed some WD-40 on it because it looked like it was having some mold issues, and I sprayed her back. Doug's car. We've taken all the paper off. We've taken the tape off. We pulled off the pinstripe. We pulled it all off, and then I took and blocked it with a 220 all the way around, a little block, and tried to block and tried to get it smooth as best you could. Where the paint had come off, where the pinstripe pulled the paint off, we feathered it out nice. We got the 40 pulled out, and you know, that's the first time that's been pulled out in a long time. Gets me thinking about it. Got the front end of the hood stripped. Doug was down yesterday. We should have filmed him. Damn it, we should have filmed him. He came down and took the door handles out. You know, if he didn't take them out, I was going to, but he came down and took both door handles out, took all the lights out in the front. He did it in a quick manner too, didn't he? Just, he did it. And these door handles, it's hard to say, but they did not put them in or on for anybody to take them off. They got metal down, flapped around in front of them. It's quite a time really to take a door handle off. It's a shame that don't take the door handle off unless you plan on replacing it. Weird, eh? It says right in the manual. Who says that? Anyway, we got all the paint off, the door handles off. Now we're starting to strip up there, get that done a little bit better. We got the paint room cleaned out somewhat. You want to flip the light on, sweetheart? Got the paint room cleaned out somewhat. And right now we're just kind of blowing it down. There was a lot of stuff that was in this paint room that we moved out. I had a big metal shear in the corner. I still have an engine there that I'm going to move out. That's the frame table. It's really, yeah. You really need a frame table. You're going to start building cars. It's nice to tack them down to that, and then they won't move on you so much. And I just learned that as I'm going too. You know what I mean? Like the 40s. You know, the 40s sitting there and all its dust and it's all its glory. We've got both cars on skates right now. We're just trying to get this one squeezed in here. I wanted to get the sides, the front stripped before we pulled it in. Didn't want to do any stripping in the paint room. Could do it, then blow it off. As you can notice on the Jaguar, the front windows had to be taken out to get the door handles off. Another thing, it's hard to believe, but that had to happen. That's where a job like painting the car black involves in more time than you think. Now you got to take the windows out to get the door handles off. Like, who would have thought? As we do this, and as we get it in there and we get it ready to prime, you have to take in your head, think about everything that has to be covered that is not getting painted. So the silver, it cannot get any black on it. So when we tape this off, we're gonna have to make sure nothing gets out through there on that silver from the black paint job, even in on the inside. So you really have to keep in mind, like underneath the hood, underneath the hood going to have to be taped off. So there's no paint that goes in around that area, and there's going to have to, the sides of the hoods are going to have to be sanded. There's so many more things. We'll go back on this side because it's easier. There's so many more things. Like when we strip the hood, like I got some scratches on the side of that hood there, like that, right? So now we're going to sand that. We're going to sand that and put a little paint on that, and leave that hood up and tape underneath that hood off. We'll probably tape it off where the rubber is and tape it off, keep the engine covered. Also, when the hood's flipped up, all the little holes from underneath the hood have to be taped off. That's called time when you do start. The grill's got to be taped off. It can't be spraying paint inside the grill. We got the front end stripped somewhat. Some fine tuning going on here yet. A little bit of fine tuning over there, but that's basically where we're at. We just keep taking a little bit more off and stripping a little bit further. So as you can see, this top of here like this, that's going to look the exact same way. We'll end up stripping that the exact same way, pulling it back a little bit more. I'm happy that we took the pinstripe off. Now we're on the gray. I hope that the gray just stays in place. That's all we have to worry about, as long as that stays in place. Then we can tape from there down and primer there down. We're going to have to run a block along the edge of that there with this here. Just run along there nice and slow when we put the primer on it. We'll try not to build it up a whole bunch because it doesn't need, I don't think, anything to straighten it out. Maybe a little something here, but it just needs to feather that off and come up to the same playing field. It's also, when the car is primed, we're going to have to guide coat the whole car, and then we're going to have to sand the whole car at least 2 more times, because when we sand it, or we sand it once, we're going to sand it 220. We're going to guide coat it, sand it 220, then we're going to guide coat it, and then we're going to sand it 400. So you get 2 sand jobs even before we even start to paint on anything. So there's going to be some more time. We're going to have to retape it a little bit, but we got to get inside the doors. So when we prime this thing, you don't get primer inside the doors. it caused us a mess. We're gonna have to open the doors, get something in there to hide that, and cover that up so no primer gets in there. On the trunk, gonna have to be the exact same way. We're gonna have to get in that rubber and take that off, and make sure nothing gets in there. We're gonna have to make sure that these are sanded and blown out. Make sure there's no squirrels. Yeah. Is it Mahoney? What's the guy on the page? Is it Mahoney?
Craig.
No, which guy we didn't mention that we
Craig.
messed up? He's there all the time. Craig?
Yep.
Sorry, Craig. We know you're there every time. We know you, we know the people that are there every time. Just don't remember the names correct. You know, if you had a car that I knew and I met you a couple of times, I wouldn't know your name. I know your car. That's how it goes. But anyways, thanks for following. Appreciate it. This is what I'm doing at the present moment. Nothing bad. But I took most of my morning, as you can tell. I shoveled out the back to get the 62 out. I took my back out doing it. But I got it shoveled out, and I'm happy I got it shoveled out. That's what I wanted to do. We're going to get rain the next couple days, and a little bit of rain on that would make that a nice icicle. And I would never get anything of it up and out. The car started right, no problem at all. Yeah, went well. Didn't choke it or anything. Started up good. Real good. Happy with it. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to start pushing this car inside of here. And I'm going to probably wash Jolene's truck and wash the 62 is probably what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get Jolene in a bikini. And I'm going to film her and bring the ratings up. Huh? I'd do it, wouldn't it, baby? Bring the ratings up. Bring the ratings up. And the Bugatti's just sitting there behaving itself. It's not saying anything. And we haven't got the other arm yet. But by the time we get the arm, get Doug's car done. And I'm not going to stress on Doug's car. I'm just going to do it as we go, right? We're doing good. It's just, we got to go a little further, get some primer on it. But today I'm going to got the 62. I'm going to wash that. And I'm going to wash the truck of Jolene's. And take her cool. Basically what I'm doing. Let's go sad. Let's go sad. I want to wash that. First, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to wash it with Windex. Spray 9 comes off hard, I think. Not spray 9, but the WD-40 comes off hard. We're going to wash it off. I like spraying things with WD-40. I might have to wash it with spray 9 first. I might have to take cloth spray 9 first, and then wash it off with Windex. We'll see. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm off the grab both. Did you see the spray 9 here, baby?
I had it last night over there.
We just need a spray jack. Let's see what takes it off the quickest. I got both. This is wax and grease remover, or that's what I use in place of wax and grease remover, and this is pre-paint wash. Oh, that'll be fine. Huh? That'll wash it off. Huh? Yeah, that'll be fine. Talked to John Best today, a friend of mine. Haven't talked to him for a long time. He's doing good. He said he watched the videos, happy with them. Cool. I'm glad I could be at your expense. He said, look at them damn fools trying to put that engine, that Bugatti with the fan on. That's what makes good TV, isn't it? Watching us do crazy stuff or do stuff that you think you would do different. This used to be a Porsche. Yeah. I was washing that off and on. Yeah, the summer's got us thinking we should have a swap meet. We think of a date. I think we'll have a little swap meet here. I think we will. Just to, I don't know, just to start the year off. I like looking at car parts and that sort of stuff. I would have it antiques and car stuff. That way, there people that are into antique cars are into antiques too. You know, a little bit, I would think. Remember, this car's got WD-40 all over it. This actually, when I go to a show or anything, I generally wash the car with Windex before I go. It dissipates good, cleans it up nice, and then you can put your wax on after if you want to, right? Spray wax, something that's easy. It's easy. When we turn the video off, then me and Jolene can push that car in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to push it in myself and do whatever I'm doing there. Me and Jolene can push it in, do whatever. I got a couple little things I got to do before I push it in, but that's basically what's going on. I think Malcolm's going to laugh when I tell him something's wrong with my car. What do you think? You keep saying that, he says. There's nothing wrong, you keep saying that. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, just like it. This car is right where I feel like I'm at in life. You know what I mean? Just a simple 62 Ford Galaxie with a little bit of power. That's how I feel. My baby looks like a Ferrari. Hey baby, huh? Ferrari. Jolene should be washing this car, shouldn't she, boys? She should be. I know. I know. Oh yeah, I want to say hi to Hot Rod Scott too. He's another one, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's on there quite a bit.
Yeah.
Anybody I miss, it's not on purpose. I know you're there. It's just I don't remember, like I don't, recall names that well. And I'm not a computer guy, so I'm not a computer guy. Guy wrote a letter here a little bit ago. He was saying he was wondering how I scored myself such a beautiful lady and so smart and all that stuff. And basically all I really got to say is that, I don't know, every time I talked to her and met her, I tried to be as nice as possible. Basically, yeah, I tried to be as nice as possible. I tried to be as nice as possible. Basically, that's about it. And I never lied to her about anything. I told her exactly who I was, and I don't know what to say. I don't know. I have no. I guess if you really want to meet somebody and to be attracted to somebody, just be nice to them. I guess. Nothing more. I'm lucky. I don't even think we registered this car yet. Have we?
Don't think.
I've never really driven it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we put a plate on there. I know it had so many days, but we will this year. Won't we, baby?
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, we had to test drive it. He gives plates, man. I'm not scared of that. It scared me at all. Shouldn't say that. Oh, you mean just because she was in the movies? That ain't nothing. That's all in the movies, man. movies. This is real life. Right, baby?
Right.
I don't wash too many cars, I'll tell you. I don't wash too many cars. Not into washing cars. I'll wash her once or twice, you know, get her before we get her out. Not into washing cars. It's not my favorite thing to do. Do a couple twice. You getting right close up on me, showing me like wrinkles and stuff, are you? Huh?
No.
Yeah, oh yeah. Showing my 3 chins, my 4 chins, look at that. Georgia State Police. Yeah. Huh, baby? Huh? Black cars look better in the shade, boys. Black cars look better in the shade. Big Even wrote a song with that, didn't he? I think it was by Cars. I think. You know, if you don't think, most times you'll sink. Right? Is that right, baby?
Mm-hmm.
You know, actually, I don't mind that. I sprayed this car down with WD-40 before I put it away. And I don't mind it. It's coming off all right. Coming off all right. I think this stuff must dissipate moisture. If the father don't want to get his car out on a day like today, something wrong in there. No, there ain't something wrong. It just ain't got time. Huh? Just ain't got time. Yeah. Should do something with that one, shouldn't I?
What?
No mark. We should pull that motor in there today in case someone runs over it. Joey's been saying that for a week or so now, haven't you, baby? Get that motor in there. She put a red pylon beside it. That should stop everybody from hitting it, shouldn't it? Nope. Nope, doesn't do it anything. $3.90 the big bird. I like the look of a 60 with the wings on it. I like the look of a 60 probably a little bit better than the 62. But this one here is just, I don't know, it's just got the flavor, you know what I mean? The sticker on it, and the little tag, just the dog. I know they're not the right dog dishes, but, or I think they're not. I think they're Dodge actually, but just dog dishes on it with the black rims. The paint's not perfect. The stainless isn't bad, you know. Got traction bars on her. Oh man, he's got the look. The guy I bought it from, Rodney Burke. He I think it's pretty cool the way he done it. You know, it looks the part. It really does. And you know, everybody. I think not everybody, but it's kind of brought to the attention of a lot of people lately. You know, the cars that are not all fixed up. You know, leave them that way for a while because you know what I mean. You only get them that way once. You know what I'm saying? Sand her all down, try to make her perfect, but not interested in that perfect. Not interested in perfect, you know what I'm saying? Not interested. Perfect takes too long. Does it not? Perfect takes too long. Oh, we'll do a perfect job on Jolene's car though. Oh, don't forget me that. The best I can get it, you know. Want to get something different like the stainless off. It's got her looking good inside too. Like, you know. See, I got some rice on that floor over there. See, it got a bit of moisture, dampness on it. I got moisture coming out of the carburetor. Remember I left the window down? Anyways, I put that rice in there to gather up the moisture, and that it did. It gathered it up. I went and looked at a black 56, sorry, black, 2-door hardtop. I see he's got it for sale in the marketplace now. Ugh, I'd like to fix it and grab it and fix it, but you know what? It's not the time right now. It's not the time. Not the time. This car right here is plenty. Is plenty. I want to take my baby to Winners and Tim Hortons, have a coffee. No, baby, well, that's what we want to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh? Let's go to Tim Hortons, have a coffee. If she acts like a queen, boys, treat her like a queen. Right? Got to. If you do not, I did what Beyonce told me. I put a ring on it. Do it, baby. Huh? Put a ring on it. When you know you got something good, put a ring on it. Or if not, take a little time to self-reflect. See if it's your problem. Right? And if you don't, you're just fooling yourself. Isn't that right? If you don't, you're just fooling yourself. Galaxie. What galaxy were you going to, sweetheart? What galaxy are we going to, huh? Galaxy we going to? Did you? Huh? Traction barriers, new rails. Looks good. Rid of the 60s, man. That's where all traction barriers all started, isn't it? Back then, 60s. It's kind of got that look. Wash my roof first, but just like painting the car, wash it top to bottom. I like the Windex too because it dissipates. See how hot that is right there? That was soapy water. You'd have water marks. I'm probably getting some streaks on it because of I haven't had a new rag on it yet, but that's what we're doing. Also, clean your car with Windex. I don't like putting a bunch of water down inside the doors. It's probably had 20, 30, 40 years of that. I just don't want to do it anymore. So it clogs up your doors and get your doors rusted and bubbling and stuff. I'm going to get another rag. Good day for it, sweetheart. Good day for it. if I had a problem with the Windex not taking off the WD-40, I would use that first and then wash it with this. It's doing okay, seems to. A few little bubblies there. A few little bubblies. Generally, that means you get bubbles like that. Generally, if you hit that with a hammer, it would be a hole. Generally, does not bother me. I'm not going to pick at it though. Pick at it, and it might not be, but 90% of the time, it generally is. Does not bother me. Does not bother me. You sure can. This is the first time. I think it's the first time I've ever watched this car. I think it is. And you sure do see the stuff when you wash something. And if you haven't washed it, you see the stuff that you haven't seen before. I don't know if it's fun or if it's not fun, but you really can see what's going on when you wash them. Like I said, I don't like washing that much. It's got a lot of WD on it still. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's hard to believe, but there's some pretty nice cars out there I wouldn't trade this for. There's some pretty nice cars out there I wouldn't trade for. And the only reason being is I like it for what it is. I keep saying that. I like it for what it is. Wouldn't you like to have someone like you for who you are? You know what I'm saying? I like it for what it is. So I'm the right man for this car, aren't I? The right man for this car. Pull this up some more. I'm the right man for this car. I love it just the way it is. Got a vent in the back. Same with you, baby. Same with baby. Aftermarket sprayer, you can tell. Don't motorcycle, does it? Get this all done this time. I'll wash her off. I'll put the G Technique on it, right? And then I'll be finished. Huh? Put the G Technique on it for the year. All done. All done. That's what I'll do. I get her all washed off here, cleaned up. wash your truck too yet, haven't I? Huh? Ooh. Going for a long day, boys. Do. Ronnie is a man that helped us during the car builds. A couple years there, helped us a bit. I just like the way it's done. It's not overdone. It's just right. You know what I mean? Just right. Nice old car. Huh? A nice old car. Just needs a little bit of love. We haven't really got a garage that we can put a car in and clean it, have we? No, we haven't got that yet. We're getting closer and closer all the time, but someday we can get something set up where we can pull a car in and have it clean it and just the place be clean, if you know what I'm trying to say. I generally fill it up with junk, don't I, baby? Keep getting junk, just keep getting more junk. I shouldn't call it junk, I just call it the stuff we're going to use on the next build. I guess they call it junk because you find it as junk, I guess. That's why I qualify as junk, because I find it as junk. And then I repurpose it and make it into something. If you don't really want to, I don't know. If you're trading with me or dealing with me when you trade a car, you generally soon or don't find out that I'm going to make it into something. If you know what I'm saying. I generally take what I've traded or what I've gotten and make it into something. And it's not about the money, it's about what you make. Like, if you know what I'm trying to say. It's the art project, I guess, what I make out of it. I should be a detailer for Eric Jackson. What are you laughing at, sweetheart? Not getting all the spots? Yeah, detailer for Eric Jackson. The old battery held up good though. Well, this is what I don't understand. Some batteries you put on the car, not some batteries, some cars you leave a year, you go back in, they won't start. Then you go back into other cars, that car's been sitting a year, and it, turn it over, the battery's still good in the damn thing. What is the difference? Like, what's going on? I wonder what is going on with, with the batteries we're buying. Like that battery right there, that big thing, like, I don't know, that doesn't look like a new thing, but to me, by any means, but that battery has not went down, now that I say that, has not went down since we've had the car. It has not gone down. It has not gone down. Car season's coming, people. Car season's coming. I think we should have a car swap, just to spread some love around, maybe get people excited about the car thing again, that's all I'm thinking. Have a car swap, or a swap meet of some sort. We usually don't have swap meets until later on in the year, but I'm thinking we might have one earlier than later. We have the place for it, obviously, you just got to clean it up a little bit, like I always do, got to clean it up. But it needs to be cleaned up whether we have one or not. But right on. We're gonna think about having a car swap meet, and those close by that watch the videos, call and show your interest, I guess. See what happens. getting anxious to get done now. Oh my God. See how the inside supports let go on that hood? You can see that, how that's going up and down there. That's what that means. I have to wipe this off again with another rag. Something wrong with the car. Something wrong with the car. It won't be for long though. I think there's a nice little tune-up put on it. Tune-up done. She'll be good as gold. She'll be good as gold. I'm not much in for... I don't mind squealing my tires once in a while, I guess, but I'm not much into racing around anymore. That's how you get hurt. Racing around, especially in an old car. It's not worth it. For me anyways, I'd rather drive and relax. Rather drive and relax. Oh. You want to bring it in? Staying out. Too nice outdoors. Too nice outdoors. I can try to shove that car in. Well, you don't want to watch me crying around, do you? You don't want to watch that. Nobody wants to watch that. Yeah, this is today's car content. I shoveled the car out. Jolene went for brunch this morning with her friend. I got the car out, you know. Had to get it dug out. Got my wind up. Got the sweat rolling. Feeling good about things. Feeling good about things. Aren't you, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Good about things. Got the crane cams on there. That's cool. It's a cool car. No matter which way you look at it. It's a cool car. I'm going to wipe her down a couple more times. I'm going to wash Jolene's truck today. Car content for the day. This is the outside of the shop. When it's sunny, I like to come outside because it makes us feel better. Here in Nova Scotia, we spend 4 months of the year with snow like that. It's not good to our cars. That's why I suggested when I welded Doug's fender up that you would undercoat it, because we get weather like this where it's damp and moist and hot and cold, and the temperature fluctuates so much that it's hard to keep an antique car. And if you do have an antique car here, you should have the proper storage, which we don't have. we do not have that either. So all we do is the best we can do with what we have, and I enjoy it. I enjoy this stuff, and just being outside, my back, being outside, wash the car off, getting ready to Malcolm take a look at it and see what's going on with it, as I have something wrong with it. But I can't wait to drive it this summer. Me and Jolene will, get her all fixed up and geared up, and we'll drive it this summer. And maybe she can drive one of her cars. She has a 300 ZX twin turbo. Maybe we'll try to drive one or two this year. Hers is for long distance, and this one's for here to town back. And I'll tell you why. Long distance you'll get to drive, and short distance I get to drive. Not true? Not true. Not true. But anyways, that's what's going to happen. We're going to get a couple cars out and get ready to spin around this summer. I hope that, the summer allows us to do that. And then when we do, we'll be able to make videos on the fly. We'll make videos at car shows and wherever we go, wherever we meet up with people. Sometimes you get pics right from being at a car show saying, yeah, I got that. And then you end up going to their place and seeing what they have, and that's how things roll. The motorcycles are out. We have a lot of motorcycles come by here all the time. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But we have a lot of people fly by here all the time. We have what you call a look off. You go up the hill, and there's a place where you stop, and you can see above all the trees and everything. You look off here. So when you go up on that hill, you can look down here and see this property. You can see all the ocean. You can see the end of the world. We're at the end of the world, actually. When you go up to the top of the mountain, you look over, you see all the water, and then you'd have to get on a boat and go somewhere. And that I'm not doing. I'm staying right here. This place has been good to us, hasn't it, baby?
Mhm.
Yeah, place has been good to us. But we got the old car out. Malcolm's got a hold of us a couple times, teasing us, I think. But anyways, that's video content for today. And that's what she looks like here at the Yankee Workshop. We've got another nice chassis over there. I'm thinking about what I want to do with that one. All right, everybody, have a good one. And get your old car out. Get yourself happy.